Let's listen to a melodic bass-driven song in 4 from my middle school days, and we'll see how it fits on the grid, using sixteenths as our time unit. Okay, no joke, I have not played this song before today. I have not learned how to kind of, I've not committed it to memory. I've heard the song a lot, but what I'm doing here is showing you how this transcription can be used. Now, I spent an afternoon in a cafe listening to this song, translating what I was hearing melodically into scale degrees. Now, if you've been through the melody module, you'll know kind of the process of how that happens. Now, in this particular song, we are encountering the key of E natural minor. So there are some flat scale degrees here, meaning that they're, half step lower than the major scale, which we spend a lot of time with in the melody module. The flats means we take them down half a step from where the major scales would be. Oh, caught something before it fell. But in the key of E natural minor, we have a 1, a 2, a flat 3, a 4, a 5, a flat 6, a flat 7, and an A. So knowing those notes and the different places to play them on the bass here, I've got it on the 3rd string now. That's the first line that we're going to hear is flat 7. I'm going to click that. Flat 7, 7, 8, and then 1. And the transcription shows me that I'm going to play those 4 notes in quick succession on consecutive 16th notes without stopping. So those 4 notes come together like this. 1, E, and they start on beat 1. So if we have a beat 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. 1 E, sorry, let me slow it down. 1 E and a 3 E and. That's the next part, but I'll just focus on the first one. E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a. That's what I'm going to be playing, okay? And 1 E and a, like that. That's that first part right there, that first section. So I'm going to hit a beat here to give you a sense of what that's going to be. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, that's what I'm dealing with. Okay, and let's go back to this transcription, and you see that 1 E and a. That's supposed to end before beat 2, meaning that if I had maybe a clap's not a great choice for this. Like if the bass were this, they would be coinciding with the rim. They would come right before that snare hit that you see right here, okay? Exactly. Just like that. Da 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 da. So you can see how the piano roll looks just like Tubbs. It's built on top of Tubbs. That's the next line. Now I'm just putting that there as a ear and visual cue, but this tells you exactly the same thing. Now when I play this next part, it's going to come in on the E of 2. So 2 is going to be silent to E and a 3 E and 1 E and a 3 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. That's when it's going to come in, okay? So here we go. Hard to count and play at the same time. Okay, here we go. And 1 E and a 3 E and. There it is. 1 E and a 3 E and. 1 E and a 3 E and 4. Okay, so I count 4 there. You can hear nothing's happening on beat 4. So that's what it's like to follow this transcription. Now, obviously, you can see how this bridge between the music we love, the music we make, is starting to form if we can channel our music theory and our ear training into a transcription. So this is building the bridge. And ideally, when we can build this bridge with a transcription, what's happening is internally, we're getting to know the sounds of the major scale, alterations to those major scale as time goes by, and we start to increase our experience level with flats and sharp notes in the major scale. Time with rhythm. So this kind of this makes it consistent visually. You know, we can see it as plainly as we can without having to decode. So the next thing that happens, I'll just take you into the next line, and, you know, feel free, take this transcription, have fun with it, play it, program it, you know, into, you know, digital audio workstation software, whatever you like. The next line, which is row 8, is going to sound like this. You'll see a +1, and that just means I'm going to go up an octave. Sorry, right there. Instead of this E, we'll play this E, and then I'm going to slide up to the 2 and a flat 3, 5, 8, 5, 8. So what is that? That plus just means play 1, but the higher 1. And this -5 here means go down an octave. So this is the 5. So remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5. So 1 up here, 1, and I'm gonna slide to the 2. You see, I put a little S there to kind of show to myself what I was hearing the other day in the cafe. There it is. So it's like this song is, you know, teaching me passively through me, if that makes sense. It's I don't have a teacher. I'm not particularly teaching myself how to play it on the spot, but I'm translating that raw sound into scale degrees and into time units. And from there, I can just follow the instruction. And my ears are going to tell me now if my transcription was good. If it's not good, we just follow the same process we've done in the previous 2 modules, which is listen, define, play it back. If it doesn't sound good, we play it back and we re-listen, we redefine, right? That's all it is. So it can take time. Obviously, the harder a song gets, it's going to take time, trial and error, but it'll be better than guessing and taking a stab in the dark. You know, it'll be illuminated by scale degrees, chord numerals, and time units. It's going to all line up, and when you get it wrong, you'll be able to add that information back into your musicianship. So 1 E up E and that's the count for that part. I'm going to add that back in with the beat. And 1 up E and 4 E and a 1. There you go. That sounds right. Okay. Now this part next is, how does it go? 1. I think that sounds pretty good. So what was that? It was 5, 8, 8, flat 7, 5. Okay. So locating the scale degrees, putting it in context of the flow of time. It's easier said than done, but it's straightforward. It's consistent. Visually, there's minimal decoding required. So the next line, let's just go, I think it goes like this. There you go, okay? Little rushing there. 1 E and a E and. 1 E and a E and. There it is. That's the last line. We'll put those 2 together because over here it's supposed to be played together 4 times. 2, sorry, wrong fret. Please don't flow. Oh, it didn't slide. Okay. There it is. Oh, slowly piecing it together. But if you see this transcription, it just kind of continues, and a lot of it is the same. This, let me stop the drums here. This could have been pared down quite a bit because so much of the bass line in this song is repetition. So we can transcribe this type of thing in much less space if we just condense and show what repeats and how many times, how often. And over to the right hand side, you know, I can add some rows over. You can see this, insert columns. Insert columns over here. I can say, hey, the song structure is going to be the main riff 4 times, you know, like this. And then I can say it's going to be this next verse riff 4 times. You know, I'm just making this up. This one actually is 7 times. But if I go like this, I can just look at this once I've committed to memory how to play each section. I can take just a glance at the song structure over here and totally disregard everything on the left hand side and just leave that there as a reference. And working through the song, you start to become familiar with each chunk that's being played, and you can start to put it together into a more bird's eye view of the song structure. Now let's listen to a classic chord progression from Bill Withers and see how it might look transcribed in 4, using eighths as our time unit. I'm super excited about this one. I love this song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. There it is. It's not warm when she's away. So this is my first time playing this song, really. Before today, I have not played it. And like Cake the Distance, the Distance by Cake, I transcribed the song by ear. I had my earphones in at the cafe, same afternoon. And what I did was I took what I was hearing and I tried to put it on the grid. Now, don't be intimidated by these chord numerals. Every single one of these chord numerals you can follow on rows 18 through 22. Now they all kind of are there in a chord legend. So this is another aspect of the transcription in the WARRENMUSIC grid that you can use to save space again and to not clutter everything up here and let tabs really shine. All of these time units here represent eighth notes. And so when I play this beat from Ain't No Sunshine, I'm going to slow it down. There it is. Okay. So that's the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 16th notes on the hi-hat just to make it a little easier to track with time. And you're going to notice here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, all silent. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 4 percussive thumps on the guitar body, and it's followed by 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now, this is right here. I can't show you where my finger's pointing, so I'll click. So when I see this here, I got to play this chord. And then this little dot here, this dot, what that means is play the rest of the chord shape. This part means play the root note only, okay? So I've given a note to myself to play just this note. And then followed by the rest of the chord. And you can see the chord shape again at the bottom. There it is. And I've even highlighted the root note that you need to play there. So how does this line go? It's going to go thump, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. That's how it's going to go, okay? 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Okay? There, it sounds good, right? the next one is... No, and you know, oh man, I'm feeling the Bill Withers. Oh, it's coming into the room. Okay. But calming back down. Let's calm back down. And basically, what I'm trying to show you here is that obviously how I got from listening to this transcription is something that takes time, right? You're gonna have to listen, you're gonna have to define what you're hearing, and you're gonna have to play it back. And in that playing back process, you're gonna know when your chords that you're thinking are right or wrong. And that's part of this back and forth process between the music we love and the music we're making. It builds this bridge in between of, am I really hearing what I think I'm hearing? And being able to write that down and checking that with the original. This is not easy. It's not easy stuff, but it'll happen because what you have now is a tool that makes it straightforward for you to see whether something's happening on beat one, not on beat one, on the end of one, or not on the end of one. It's this chord or not that chord. As all those things grow with you, your transcription grows with you, and it reflects all of your musical growth, that as you invest in it, this grid system can be very complementary to anything that you want to put there.